Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. What should you expect from this gigantic tablet after using it for about a year? Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so the straight answer to that question is you should expect nothing but good things after using this gigantic guy here that I could actually palm for about a year. It is a fantastic tablet. It's a top-notch tablet. I absolutely love this tablet. Now, one of the reasons I don't take this guy out is simply because of the size. It's just not practical, right? You know, sticking it in my backpack, it just stays home. It just stays on my desk there when I do work on it, you know, whether I'm in the kitchen or I'm downstairs or if I'm watching a movie on the couch, on my porch or on the deck, I can be watching a movie here and truly enjoy that because of this huge display. And I really don't have any true way to tell you or to show you how large this thing is if you've never seen one in person. It's like a small TV. It's super light, crazy thin, right? And looking back to that display here, what you have here is an OLED display. Now, if you know one thing about Samsung is that they know their way around displays. Everything looks super crisp on here. The resolution, by the way, would be 1848 by 2960, I believe. Crazy crisp, inky blacks, inky red. So whether you're watching a movie, playing games here, which by the way, if you're playing a game here, I would just suggest for you to grab an actual controller as opposed to holding the tablet and trying to, you know, maneuver your way through the game. Yeah, it's very clunky if you want to go about it this way. But anyways, beautiful display here, very vibrant colors, and it does of course support HDR10 plus here along with 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, for something this large, 120 hertz refresh rate is just crucial, right? It's absolutely needed so that everything would be super smooth as you scroll through things, or if you're watching a movie, or if you're playing a game. And by the way, the size of this is 14. It's a whopping 14.6 inches. Also, you have a huge battery in there, right, to power this large tablet. And I do apologize if I'm using a lot of adjectives that, you know, are connected to big or large. It's just that that's the only way to qualify this guy here. This is also just a quick recap to those of you who are not familiar with this or who are thinking about buying this and just want to know a bit more about the tablet. Quick tour of the outside. Physical features, what you have is a quad speaker setup, right there, and they are really loud, very good sound quality. USB Type-C port there, you know, fast charging, of course, at up to 45 watt, and the battery size itself is at 11,200 milliamp, I believe, or 11,200 milliamp. So it's a very large battery for this, and battery life has been good to me, you know, based off of my usage. Obviously, it's going to be different depending on how you use your tablet, but I can tell you that you will definitely see the day, you know, with your tablet here. Now, additional physical features, we have the camera on the back there. You have a 13 megapixel main camera and a 6 megapixel ultra wide camera. So the camera has been improved here. Very good camera, whether we're talking scanning documents or just taking pictures. For a tablet, this guy here is definitely impressive. And on the front here, you have something special, right? You do have a notch, a tiny notch, but you quickly forget that it's there. You know, what's contained there is actually the camera system. You have two lenses. You have a 12 megapixel wide, so that'll be your main camera, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide. Picture quality also very good for a tablet. Additionally, you get auto framing here, right? And of course, Apple is doing the same thing, except, you know, they call it center stage. And I believe Apple actually dropped that before this one came here to the Samsung Galaxy. And by the way, there's no fingerprint sensor here. You have your power button and volume rocker here, but no fingerprint sensor. So you do have an optical fingerprint sensor. And it works pretty well along with the face unlock here. So jumping in, what you have here in terms of the chipset, you're looking at that same one you have on the regular Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 and the Tab S8 Plus, which is of course the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, right? That is a very powerful chipset, and that is comboed with 8 gigs of RAM if you were to go for the 128 gigs of internal storage. Now, the unit that I have here is 512 gigs of internal storage along with 12 gigs of RAM. You had Android 12 loaded here, right? So this one is part of the newer generation of Samsung devices that will see 4 major updates along with 5 years of security updates. So all the way up to 16, right? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? And then you have that additional year of security updates. Now, when it comes down to performance, this guy here offers the flexibility of being crazy productive and actually tapping into the potential of all of the power that's offered to you by that chipset. You have a Snapdragon, 8 Gen 1, you can use the crap out of that thing. You can edit your videos while doing other things in the background, because Samsung DeX here will allow you to be as flexible, as productive as no other tablet on the market right now can. Now, what took things to the next level is the Android 12L update, right? Which, by the way, is built to make large display Android devices even better. So it offers new animations, a new layout, specifically to the taskbar so that you can jump, in between windows even faster than you normally would. You have quick gestures and, even new gestures like just swiping. You can use 2 fingers now to swipe and goes from full screen to minimize, and it's really cool stuff. And all of that is enhanced even more by the Android 12 update, which again I very much like, and it just makes things even more flexible than before, on the regular 12. I mean, Android 12 is flexible, but Android 12L makes things a bit more flexible, a bit more intuitive. Now, the next thing here is going to be the Samsung S Pen, and just like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, the S8 Plus, the S7, the S7 Plus, you will have this very premium Samsung S Pen that will enable you to do so much on your tablet, right? Anywhere from just the experience that it offers, it's such a fantastic user experience, right? This is one of the best, I still think it's the best stylus on the market right now for tablets, in my humble opinion. And of course, it's offered to you for free. You don't have to buy it, separately. It offers such an amazing user experience. It feels so natural to the hands. For artists, this is pretty much a dream come true. Having such a gigantic canvas for them to be able to draw. So that's something that you will certainly enjoy if you were to go ahead and grab this tablet. Make art, right? This is such a good buy. Those of you who can afford it, this is definitely a very nice tablet to pick up, for your art and your creation. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop here since this is not a review video. I just wanted to share with you that a year later, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra here is still fantastic, and I still absolutely love it. I use it almost every day. It's always at my desk, and I take it down with me, to the kitchen, or I take it around. The tablet that I would typically, take out with me will be like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. Sometimes I take the Tab S6 Lite or even the Tab S7 FE just so that I stay on top of that and continue to use those tablets. But anyways, that's just my take on this. It is still very much worth it if you are in the market for one. I believe Samsung right now has a discount that you can grab. You could grab this at a price cheaper than what it normally costs. And then of course, if you have trade-ins, you can definitely get this at a super low price. So make sure to check out the link or the links that I will have in the description if you are interested in picking up one of these. I'm certainly hoping that this was informative. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Let's go ahead and link up there like we always do. I'll be able to interact with you guys like I absolutely love to do. And of course, don't forget to like, of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with anyone that you know who would be interested. With that being said, I will catch you in that comment section. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.